right, let's get to a different kind. Here we go. It's kind of the same. Now we have to figure out what R is. So here we go. Find the sum of the first 8 terms. Now remember, here's our formula. You can look this up. It's also on your hints on here. Formula is like this. This is the formula for the geometric series sum. That. Some people use parentheses there. Some people don't. Some people use parentheses around the R also. It depends on what kind of number those are, whether or not you need them. And this is all equal to the sum of the first certain number of terms, right? All right, so let's look here. What's A1? A1 is the first term, so what is it? 2. We also need to know the common ratio. We call that R. What's R? 4. Yep. And then the other part, sorry, my R is not real good, is N. N is the number of things we're going to add up. 8. So it says find the sum of the first 8 terms. So again, the difference between a sequence and a series is just, we're adding everything up. That's all that means. All right, so let's go. Let's do this. Sum of the first 8 terms is going to equal 2 times all this stuff. 4 to the 8th. 1 minus 4. I don't really need parentheses here because it's a positive number. If it was a negative, I would need them. All right, you can use your calculator to do this. You can also use your brain if you're a boss. This would be a big number, though. Let's do this. All right, 1 minus 4 to the 8th is that number. All right, so that's the top. That's here. So the next thing I should do is divide by the bottom, right? What's the bottom? Yeah, -3. So let's make, oh, gosh. Oh, geez. All right, 1 minus 4 to the 8th divided by -3. And then times the 2 out in front. Don't forget times 2. Huge number. You think it's right? Okay. 1 minus 4 to the 8th. Let me try it again. Divided by 3. But it's -3, right? Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. And then times 2. 43,690. Now, there's one other kind of these questions that I want to do. Right, so on this kind, we're going to actually solve for the first term. They're going to give us everything else in the formula, though. All right, so they're telling us right here the common ratio is 1/4. So that's 1/4. The sum of the first 4 terms is 170. So this is a clue by itself, right? This is N. This is telling us how many terms there are. And then this is saying if you add them all up, the sum of the first 4 terms is 170. So this is the other side of the equation, right? This is what we were solving for before. So originally the equation looked like this. Right? But now we know some of those things. Now we know what this is. So this is 170. We know R. It's a 4th. Technically, I should use parentheses there now. It's very messy. And then we also know N, right? This is to the 4th power. So this is A1 times all this junk here is equal to 170. So what's the strategy? What are you going to do? Do all this here, right? and then divide it, right? So let's say I get that this equals 4. Just made that up, okay? If this is 4, then I would divide 170 by 4. So let's figure out what's in my little rectangle here. Let's do that part first. All right, so here we go. 1 minus, I got to use parentheses, 1/4 to the 4th. It's that crazy number, 0.9960937. You should leave it like that. Don't round this thing. All right, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to even leave it on my calculator if I'm doing it separately. Now, I'm going to divide by, what's 1 minus 1/4, the bottom here? Do that in your brain. What's 1 minus 1/4? Yeah, 0.75 or 3/4, right? So I got that. Everybody else get that? Now, you might get a fraction, some kind of crazy fraction. I'm not sure what that would be. Actually, I can get that. Yeah, there you go. Something crazy. All right, so that's right. Yep, 170 equals, oh, geez, I didn't leave myself enough room. A1 times 1.3288125. And yeah, now we just have to divide. All right, so 170 divided by that thing, 1.32, 128. Everybody get 128? Remember, you're trying to find the first term. So it should be a smaller number like that, not some huge number like we got last time. 128. Let's see if we're right. All right, sweet. Okay, you could also check it. You could do 128 and then find the next 3 numbers and then add them up, right? Doesn't it say ratio is 1/4? So I can figure out what's 1/4 of that. Well, remember, you're multiplying by a fraction, so the numbers are getting smaller. You know what I mean? So 32, the next number would be 8, and the next number would be 2. So if you add up those 4, starting at 128, you should get 170. All right, so those are the 3 different kinds.